Hi class, welcome back. In the last video, you know that we have completed Division 6B in its entirety. We will be jumping straight into Division 7, which is thermal and moisture. In these couple videos, sidebar, I hope you guys are still studying for your divisions quiz because that will be coming up soon. As well as your final math quiz. I haven't decided when that's going to be yet, but please make sure that you are still studying. Please make sure that you are still applying these math skills, just like you did on your practice test, so that you can get the best possible grades. But that's neither here nor there. The good thing, I will say the good thing about Division 7 is that you've already done all the hard work from previous sections, okay? Whether it was Division 6A or Division 6B, you have all the answers already. The only thing that you then need to do is to convert it to whatever object it is asking for, whether it's square feet, rolls, bundles, sheets, etc. Okay, so the very first line item says that it's roofing paper. Now we know that the square footage of our roof, we found that in Division 6B was 1,800.32. That was my number. Your number might have been a little bit different. But that's my square footage that goes there. One roll of 15-pound felt comes in 432 square feet. Hopefully that's the number that's written on your scope of work and not 4. I have one that has a typo and it just says 4 square feet. It should be 432 square feet. So you're just going to take whatever your square footage was of your roof, divide that by the 432, round that up to the nearest whole number, and that's going to give you your number of rolls for the 15-pound felt that you need to order for this project. Your shingles is the exact same square footage. It's just that instead of dividing it now by the 432 square feet, you're going to divide it by the square footage of one sheet of OSB sheathing, which we know is 4 by 8. So you would take 4 times 8, multiply that together to get 32. So you're just going to take your total roofing square footage and divide that by 32, round that up to the nearest whole number. Your drip edge, I believe, is the same number as your 1 by 6 fascia calculation from Division 6B. In my case, it was the 178.08 linear feet. Yours might be slightly different. But then you have to figure out how many 10-foot length pieces you need to buy. So then you're just going to take that number, divide it by 10, and round up to the nearest whole number once again. Then you have your ridge cap. Your ridge cap obviously runs the entirety of your roofing. And if you remember on your roof plan, we had to do a little key as far as your lengths are concerned. But we know that the overall width of your, or overall length of your roof was 58 feet. So you would just put 58 feet there. Your attic insulation is a little bit different because it doesn't specify what kind of square footage it wants. So you could do it a couple ways, okay? For my attic insulation, I have it split up into 3 separate parts, okay? So I have my floor for my attic, which is technically my roof. Then I have my rafter or my ceiling roof component insulation numbers. And then I have the total for that. So I have my total floor square footage, I have my rafter square footage, and then I have the total of those two. So whichever one of those numbers you kind of want to put in there, that's totally fine. And again, I'm going to show you everything that I have, broken down in just a second. My house wrap, that was decided in Division 6B. It was the same number as our wall sheathing calculation. Your 1/2-inch foam is going to be the exact same square footage. It's just that in order to get your pieces, you're then going to divide it by 32 square feet, round it up to the nearest whole number. Your insulation is going to be the exact same number as your house wrap number. Your vinyl siding is going to be the exact same number as your house wrap number. And then for your floor insulation, that is going to be the exact same square footage as your subfloor calculation. So it is not difficult, okay? You can pretty much finish this division in less than 5 minutes. As long as you've been organized and you labeled everything, it's very easy to go back and reference. So I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you guys kind of what I did. All right, so this is mine. As you can see, I have everything labeled. This is my roofing paper. Then I have my square footage, my number of rolls, my architectural shingles, divided by the square footage, got my number of bundles, my drip edge, which again is the same number as your 1/6 fascia calculation from division 6B. Multiply that by 10. Divided that by 10. Got my number of pieces. My ridge cap was just the 58, which I have referenced from my roof plan. I then have my attic insulation. Again, this is my floor, this is my roofing rafters, and then this is my total. Whichever one of those numbers you kind of want to put on your scope of work is totally fine. Maybe the total would be best, just to kind of make sure that you have everything. But again, your scope of work wasn't really specific. So just whenever you put it on your scope of work, maybe cross out and highlight, what you've called out. Your house wrap, again, is the same number that you found for your wall sheathing in division 6B. 1/2 inch foam is the exact same. It's just that you're going to divide it by 32 square feet in order to get your pieces. Your floor insulation, your wall insulation is the exact same number. Your vinyl siding is the exact same number, and your floor insulation is the exact same number as your subfloor. So it's really not that difficult, really not that hard. Everything has already been previously figured out for you. So the longest thing that's really going to take you is just transferring it to your green sheet of paper just to put it back on your scope of work. So hopefully this will be a breeze, and I look forward to seeing you all for the next video.